What's up, you guys? Today we're going to be talking about a very different type of video. The last few videos I've done have been, well, I haven't really posted a video in probably over 3 or 4 months, but I have a lot of videos that I've recorded. If you look at my recorded, it's like 7 or 8 videos in a row that I just never got around to posting about North Carolina basketball and a few about the Chiefs. But it's like, I don't know, man. I just never got around to posting them. But today we're going to talk about uh, basically it's going to be a different type of video because what I like to do is talk about certain. I like to talk about North Carolina, obviously, you know that. But we're going to talk about 3 different games. All right, these are the games that I watched today. All right, North Carolina versus Florida State. Tar Heels pick up another win to go undefeated in conference. They're now on a 10-game winning streak, 9-0 in conference. All that fun stuff. Great win. Love it. All right. Not even be 11 wins in a row. I don't know. We're freaking stupid right now. It's all going great. All right. And then we're going to talk about the Duke Clemson game. A controversial ending, whatever you want to say about it. We'll talk about it here. All right. Talk about the stats, all that stuff. And then we're going to talk about a game that's technically still going on, although it is over. Arkansas, Kentucky. I watched the end of that one. It was a fun one up until the last 30 seconds. All right, but first, let's start with North Carolina, Florida State. As I just really like this team, man. I really do. And I saw this thing the other day. It was talking about how a lot of fans lost their spark and their love for North Carolina basketball whenever, what's his name came around? Whenever, right around whenever Roy, towards the end of Roy's career, all right, and whenever all that happened, it was like the Cole Anthony's, all that, the season sucked and we kind of all lost our passion, and then Final Four happens. We're all like, yeah, we love this team, woo, we love Tar Heels, let's go. And then last year happens and we suck again, and it's like, well, I don't like this. I don't like that we're sucking, and it was like, and the spark's finally back now because it's not like we're a fluke. It's not like, oh, that Final Four was a fluke run. No, man, we're back. Tar Heels are back, and we're ready to freaking win some stuff. And I really loved it. But first, we're going to start with Florida State, who just, I mean, they started out hot, man. They had a 6-point lead going into halftime. It was ridiculous. Baba Miller had 6 rebounds, 3 points. Darren Green had 4 rebounds, 12 points. Jameer Watkins had 3 rebounds, 12 points. Dante Green had 3 rebounds, 2 points. Jalen Worley had 4 points. Amir Spears had 15 points. Taylor Bowl Bowen, man, he just he was a presence, man. Even though he only had 3 rebounds, 4 points, he was a presence. Chandler Jackson, 10 points. Jalen Gainey, 2 points. Cameron Corin, 4 points. And then Josh Nickelberry and Tom House got in the game, but no stats for them. And then, so I'm going to talk about the main thing that was crazy to me was that RJ Davis and Elliot Cadeau. All right, starting guards for this Tar Heel team. All right, it was ugly at one point, but then Elliot Cadeau, it felt like just Elliot Cadeau and RJ Davis coming out in the half. RJ Davis willed us. I mean, it was like layup, layup, layup. Okay, cool. We're up by 2. We're up by 4 now. We were down by 7. All right, whatever. All right, and then Elliot Cadeau, dude, he had six assists. He kind of stopped passing the ball eventually. I was like, I'm just going to take this to the rack and see what I can get. A lot of times he missed it, but he got 16 points. So he was pretty solid. But it was just whew. I really loved that out of them. RJ Davis ended with 3 rebounds, 24 points. Armando Bacot, a quiet game, but still was very important. 4 rebounds, 5 points, had 2 assists. And then Harrison Ingram, he's a double-double machine as of late. 17 rebounds and 13 points. Ridiculous. Cormac Ryan had 10 points and 5 rebounds. And he had a couple, threes towards the middle of the second half where we needed a bucket, and he got him, and it was amazing. All right, and then Elliot Cadeau, like I said, 2 rebounds and 16 points. Seth Trimble coming off the bench again, got himself 3 rebounds, 2 rebounds, 3 points, sorry. And then, what in the world? For some reason, it has Dewey Ferris, who did not touch the floor, on the stat sheet. I don't know why it had that. And then Jalen Withers, 2 rebounds. Paxton Wojcik, 1 rebound and 2 points. That rebound and point at the same time was Scruffle around the rim, and then Paxton's 6-foot self snuck in there, got a rebound, and went right back up with it when Armando was like right behind him. He was like, oh, okay, got it. It was really beautiful. And then Washington got in the game, again, rebounded a bucket, and then Zayden High got in the game, got a rebound. Which I just really love this team, and I cannot wait for October. And it's officially rivalry week, ladies and gentlemen. Tar Heels play, who they play next? Georgia Tech and then Duke. Georgia Tech on Tuesday, Duke on Saturday, and then we go Clemson at home. So we get to end that series, and then it's pretty much smooth sailing from there. Virginia's a tough opponent. NC State is always going to be tough, and then we end the season with Duke. And then it's ACC tournament time, and then March Madness, man, and I'm super excited. But let's go back to the games. Let's talk about the Duke-Clemson game, all right? A game that was just wild. If you follow me on TikTok, you're going to see that my reactions to it live. I mean, just crazy game. We'll start with the losing team, Clemson, the away team. PJ Hall had a double-double, goodness gracious. 10 rebounds, 19 points. Ian Shefflin, 11 rebounds, 6 points. Chauncey Wiggins, 2 rebounds, 2 points. Chase Hunter, 4 rebounds, 11 points. Joseph Girard, 1 rebound, 13 points. Josh Beadle, 2 rebounds, 6 points. Jack Clark, 3 rebounds, 3 points. RJ Godfrey, 4 rebounds, 7 points. And then Dylan Hunter had 2 rebounds, 4 points as well. And before we go to Duke, let's just talk about how controversial the game ended, man. Ugly game. Just ugly. I mean, not a thing. Like, it was a weird game because it was like, okay. Like, I kept, like, looking up because I'm a North Carolina fan, obviously. You see the jersey. But, like, I hate watching Duke win. Like, it is my least favorite thing in the world. Like, I hate it so incredibly much. And so I kept kind of like looking up at the TV, and I'm like, all right, now I'm looking at my phone, watching TikTok, whatever. Then I look up the TV, I was like, oh, Clemson just missed a 3 down by 7, all right, whatever. And then I look up again, oh, Clemson's up by 2. Look up again, Duke's up by 10. And then I look up again, and it was like 8 minutes left, and it's like Clemson at the line to go up by 3. I'm like, all right, I guess I'll watch this now. And, you know, it was ridiculous. And then the last 3 possessions of the game, all right? I don't remember what happened, but Clemson's up by, how many points was it? Clemson's up by 2, game on the line. Basically, it was like 30 seconds left. All right. Duke has it. They give it to Filipowski at the top of the key. Filipowski drives. Questionable foul call. So what happened was, who was it? Was it Girard? No, Shefflin. Ian Shefflin sticks his arms up to try to block the ball, and on his way up, kind of elbows Filipowski in the face. And so that got questionable. And so I was like, that sucks, whatever. They called the foul. Filipowski finishes the play, gets the and one, sinks the free throw to go up by 1. And then they dribble down the floor, like no timeout taken or anything. Clemson dribbles down the floor, gets past half court and calls timeout, so that way they get to inbound it at half court. And so I don't know why I'm pointing. It's not like I have a reference, but anyways, it's like Clemson's down by 1, and so they run like a little screen action to try to do like a double action. So moment the ball is ready for inbound, they had a guy run around the key with PJ Hall sitting screens, and then PJ Hall would back down, and then it was Girard, and then he would bop back down, and then Chase Hunter would come around the horn, and he would set screen for Hunter. Hunter got the ball. Hunter would then pass it to Hall on the opposite wing, and Hall went to work on Filipowski. Does a beautiful spin move to get around him, tries to lay it in, gets fouled. Again, like the call. It was a good call. Although I've said in the past, I do not like foul calls in that moment of the game. Just let the boys play, man. I really don't care. But anyway, Clemson gets fouled. Hall sinks both free throws. Okay. Great play. Great thing, whatever. All right. So now there's 7-ish seconds left. Duke has the ball. All right. No timeouts left for Clemson had one. Duke has none. All right. And they get it to Proctor, who had an amazing game. Let's see how many points he ended up having. Proctor ended up with 18. Okay. Two of those points were bullcrap, like I'm about to explain. All right. Into the hot hand. He led scoring other than McCain kind of had a crazy game too. Either way. All right. Driving down the lane, whatever. He tries to do like a little fadeaway. It was weird because like a lot of times when you float, you like float and you fall forward. It was like a floater, but he was fading. It was like a fade floater type of shot, one-handed shot. They call a foul on Gerard, maybe? I don't remember who it was. Either way, bad call. Horrific call. Typical Duke. Flop. Whatever. Coach K School of Flopping still in session. It was ridiculous. I hated the call. And then he sunk both free throws, and that was the game. Clemson couldn't get anything going, and yeah, it was rough, man. It was a hard way to finish. But anyways, let's talk about this Duke team. I hate those words. Mark Mitchell had 6 rebounds, 13 points. Filipowski had 4 rebounds, 9 points. He had a lot of foul trouble. He ended up fouling out. That foul on P.J. Hall, for P.J. Hall to go to the line, was his foul out. So he had a really rough game. Proctor, 5 rebounds, 18 points. McCain, 5 rebounds, 21 points. He seems like a very solid player, man. I've heard a lot about him. I've seen him on social media. He's a solid player. Caleb Foster, 4 rebounds, 5 points. Jeremy Roach, who came off the bench. He's been dealing with some injuries. Actually, I don't know if he came off the bench, but he did. He was in and out of the game a lot due to injury. I really like Roach. I hope he gets healthy. 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 5 points. Then Ryan Young, 4 rebounds and 1 point. And then Sean Stewart had a rebound. So, like, I'm really curious what Jeremy Roach's role is on this team because, like, I didn't realize this. I thought he was a starter on the Final Four team. He was not. He came off the bench for Duke. And then, obviously, in that Final Four run, he kind of cemented himself and then started most of last year. And now he's been kind of coming off the bench a little bit due to injury and whatnot. And so I'm curious to see what the guys think his role is. But either way, man, Roach has been playing out of his mind his whole career, I feel like. I believe he's the same year as R.J. Davis, but I'm not sure. He's really good, though. But, yeah, that's my video. I was going to talk about the Kentucky game, but I don't think I want to talk about Duke and Kentucky both winning because it makes me sick thinking about it. So I'm not going to talk about that one. Kentucky does pick up the win, though, and a huge one, and that'll help out a lot. But, yeah, I'm really curious to see, again, next one for the Tar Heels is going to be Georgia Tech on Tuesday. Next one for the Blue Devils. Let's see where the Blue Devils go next. I believe they're at home against somebody. Let's see where the Blue Devils, what's next for the Blue Devils. Blue Devils play Virginia Tech on Monday. They have a Saturday, Monday turnaround. Hate those. But, so, they get a long break in between that and then the North Carolina Duke game at North Carolina. And then they get Notre Dame on Wednesday, and then, okay, so it's going to be a fun one. I'm really hoping Tar Heels can pull that one out. But, yeah, so thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.